What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at y'all with the daily readings. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. How you guys doing, baby? I hope you guys have been doing well. As always, if you guys want to check out my Instagram and Twitter, it's going to be linked down in the description box down below. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope you guys had yourselves a fantastic weekend. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I'm reading. The first time we saw was Pisces, so let's go ahead and get it cracking, man. But happy Monday to you all. Once again, I hope you had yourselves a fantastic weekend, and let's see what we got going on, everybody. Let's see what we got showing up here for the Pisces, baby. Messages here for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Pisceans, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours? All right, Team Pisces, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. What do we got going on for the fish? Pisces, overall energy here for you is showing up here as the Temperance. So Temperance card coming into play here for you. You could be connecting here possibly with like a Sagittarius for some of you. Having a look here at your current energy, we do have the Four of Swords in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, Pisces, we got the Knight of Swords in reverse, and then the outcome here for you is going to be the Five of Cups in the reverse position. So let's take a look here into your next 24 hours. So Piscean Temperance card here all the way to the Four of Swords in reverse. Definitely kind of feels to me here for you guys that you're in a space right now where you're trying to get back into more of a mellow type of vibration. It looks to me like with the Temperance here, you want to feel more mellow, you want to feel more chilled out, you want to be more relaxed and more emotionally balanced. I think that has a lot to do though with you starting to, remove communication from certain entities in your life. And when I say entities, I don't mean like, spirits and things of that nature, but I more so mean like certain people. Because the more that you start to stop talking to certain individuals, the more that you start to withhold communication from certain people in your life, it's kind of that energy of like the better you're feeling, And the thing is that this could be with anybody. This could be with our closest friends. This could be with our family. This could be with our romantic partners. Sometimes we don't realize it until some time passes that, the people we associate with, they could be pretty draining to be around at times. For example, we might have certain friends that we absolutely love and care about, but at the same time, those friends might be constantly full of drama. Maybe all they ever talk about is drama. Maybe all they ever talk about is negative things that are going on in the world. Maybe all they ever talk about is their relationship and how it's not in a good direction and yada, 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 So you kind of find yourself, Pisces, being surrounded by certain energies that you're just really like, man, every time I'm around that person, yeah, I feel drained, Every time I'm around that person, everything that they communicate, everything that they talk about, it's just never something that's happy, positive, and lively. It's always something that is just not really high vibrational, And looking at the outcome here being the Five of Cups in the reverse position, Five of Cups reverse here says, as a Pisces, I'm kind of just over it, So I definitely feel like moving into your next 24 hours, this is going to be one of those days where you're withholding communication from people that you might feel just bring in the low vibes. It's going to be one of those days where you just want to be mellow, you want to be chill, and you want to be surrounded by your own energy because you know that the energy you're bringing to the table is going to be popping versus the energy that other people are going to bring to the table via communication, because it's like, man, at the end of the day, I'd rather be in my own company instead of being around people who are just talking shit or talking reckless or constantly full of negativity. That's just not my shabam right now, So with that being said here, Piscean, it's going to be one of those days where it's like, if I can't be in the company of other people or higher vibrational people, I'd much rather be in the company of myself. And I don't blame you, baby, all right? All right, Pisces, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, Stone Oracle, a.k.a. Iman, thank you so much for the $10, bro. I appreciate it. You said you don't miss. Hashtag Pisces gang, hashtag water gang. Happy to resonate with you, my love. Thank you for your donation. It's much appreciated. Stacy's asking, has Anthony ever done personal readings? I'm not asking for one, but I'm asking if he's ever done them. So yeah, I did personal readings in the beginning of my channel about almost like 5 years ago. When I started out, I used to do a bunch of personal readings for people. They're going to come back at some point, y'all. I'm serious about it. They definitely are. It's just one of those things that the reason I stopped essentially is because it was just a lot of energy, managing YouTube. And this is my day-to-day job, right? So managing this on top of managing personal readings, it was a lot of energy and it definitely drained me. And it was definitely something that wasn't healthy for me to try to do both things at the same time. So personal readings will be brought back, but they'll be brought back in a very like very short manner, in the sense of like the amount of readings I take on at a time would be significantly smaller than what I used to do in the past. Because in the past I'd be like, yeah, let me book 50 people for the month, and then you would think maybe you have a month to get 50 readings done. You would think that that's an easy task, but it's not an easy task on top of doing everything else as well. So I used to drain myself a lot. You know, if I do bring back personal readings, I'd probably take like 10 people max, then take a gap break, and then maybe reopen bookings again. It wouldn't be something that's going to be super like open just for everybody. It's going to be like a first come first serve basis. I know I'm going to bring back questions, so if people have questions to ask, those type of services are going to be coming shortly, but as far as personal readings, when they do reopen, it's going to be pretty small. Kind of like first come first serve, you know? But either way though, guys, we started out here with the Pisces for today, so that's going to be our water signs. Let's go ahead and do water, earth, fire, air, jumping on into the earth sign. What do we got showing up here for the Taurus gang? What's going on for the bull gang, baby? Messages here for the zodiac sign of Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here for the lovely zodiac sign of Taurus? What do we got going on, baby? All right, my bull gang, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Taurus, overall energy for you is going to be the 10 of Wands in the reverse position. So you could be connecting here with the fire sign for a few, you guys. Looking at your current energy, we do have here the Moon card. Taking a look here at what it is you're dealing with, we got the 10 of Swords in reverse, and then looking at the outcome here for the bull gang is going to be the Page of Cups. So Taurus, let's see what we got going on here for you. Hopefully all is well. So we start out here with the 10 of, I want to say 10 of Pentacles so bad, but we had the 10 of Wands in reverse here to the Moon card. So this is about letting yourself feel. I never feel with the 10 of Wands, I never feel this card as being guarded, because usually when tarot readers see this card, when I see this card personally, 10 of Wands is a card that usually talks about burdens for me, but I feel like this is about not being guarded in the sense of guarding and protecting your burdens, or like hiding them from other people, or keeping it all in. Yeah, that's kind of more of what I mean. It's like you're not holding in your burdens anymore. You're being actively open with them and being open emotionally here, meaning that you're able to convey what's been bothering you, what's been burdening you, what's been on your mind. So you're not bottling up feelings and emotions here anymore. I definitely seem like you're going to be pretty open here moving into your next 24 hours. I mean, having a look here at what it is you're dealing with, you're going to be dealing with the 10 of Swords in reverse. So 10 of Swords reverse, it's a card here that talks about, you know, not wanting to end something, or not wanting to be stuck is almost what I'm feeling here too. So I think that you're starting to realize here, Taurus, it's like the more that I hold in my feelings, you know, the more stuck as a person I feel. And at the end of the day, with the outcome here being the Page of Cups here is a card of communication. So I definitely think this is going to be one of those days where you start to open up to somebody about what you feel, what's been burdening you, bothering you, clouding you, and you get your feelings out there on the table. You know, a lot of people are taught in society to really withhold your feelings and withhold your emotions, and people can think that that's a good thing, but truth be told, it's not. The more that we restrict ourselves emotionally, the more pain we are in, the more suffering we actively partake in, and that's not something that's good for literally anybody. So the more open you can be with yourself emotionally, and then the more expressive you can be with other people emotionally, is genuinely something that's going to help you release, because the more we feel, the more we heal. So Taurus, for my beautiful Taurian peeps, I think that moving into your next 24, it's like, I don't know, I just don't feel guarded anymore. I feel like I could be vulnerable. You might have met somebody who maybe genuinely makes you feel that way too, right? Because it's always nice when we get to meet somebody who we feel like we can genuinely be really vulnerable with. So this could potentially be that you can feel super vulnerable with somebody you have a romantic connection with. Could be a certain friend, could be a certain family member, but I definitely feel like you're going to be tapping in with somebody who you feel like you can be incredibly vulnerable with, and just letting that weight get off your shoulders here in the next 24 is going to be one of the most peaceful, blissful, and beautiful things for you. And I'm absolutely happy and ecstatic for you here, Taurus. So really positive reading for sure. All right, Taurus, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our earth. We also did our water, jumping on into the fire, baby. Let's see what we got going on here for the Lion Gang. What do we got going on here for Team Leo? Messages here for the Leo, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Leo? By the way, there's 111 peeps in the chat. If y'all could drop a like, I'd appreciate it. But I wanted to mention 111 Leo, seeing that synchronicity in the chat here right now. That is the representation of new beginnings. So there could be something possibly on the horizon for you here. Something new on the horizon for you, Leos. Could be in resonance to literally anything in your life. Going ahead right now and getting ourselves this last and final shuffle. let's see what's up here for the Lion Gang. So Leo, starting out here with the overall energy for you, we do have the Five of Swords in reverse. Looking at your current energy, we have here the Lovers in reverse, what it is you're dealing with. We have the Judgment in reverse, and then the outcome here for you is going to be another reversal, King of Wands in the reverse position. So I know all four reversals are across the board, but it doesn't always mean it's a bad thing. So let's see what's in store here for the Leo gang. All right, starting out here with the overall energy, Five of Swords reversed. I think you're going to be very picky and choosy with your battles, and I don't think that that's necessarily such a bad thing. You're really picking and choosing your battles. Some battles in life just simply aren't worth it. Some things are just not our fight. Having a look at your current situation here being the Lovers in reverse. Lovers in reverse here is a card that represents that you're not really connected to something either anymore. So I kind of feel like you're choosing to not fight for something anymore because there's not much of a connection there anymore, if that makes sense, Leo. I mean, having a look here at what it is you're dealing with, Judgment in reverse. Judgment in reverse usually represents no longer giving a situation a chance, and with the outcome here being the King of Wands in reversed, King of Wands in reverse is a card that represents disinterest. So I think many of you have kind of come to a conclusion of like, what the heck am I continuing to be fighting for? You know, were you fighting for somebody in love? Were you fighting for a friendship? Were you fighting for family relationships? Were you fighting for, like some sort of position within your workspace? You know, if you were fighting for something, you might start to realize like this just isn't worth it anymore. On the flip side, it could be like maybe you were fighting with someone you love and care about and it was silly and it wasn't worth it. You know, if that's the energy for some of you, maybe you got into a silly fight with like a friend, a lover, whoever, and you were like, okay, why are we fighting about this? Let's just let that all go and move on and be happy. It could be that message, but I do feel like for the vast majority of Leos, you're kind of coming to the conclusion of like, why am I still fighting for this person, place, or thing if there isn't much interest there anymore, if there lies disinterest? And that kind of goes back to me seeing 111 for you, because 111 is the signifier of new beginnings. It's a number synchronicity of new beginnings. So if you're choosing no longer to fight for something that isn't within your vibrational resonance, then that means that something new is going to end up coming in here for you that is going to be worth fighting for in your new terms. Okay, so Leo, definitely getting that vibe of like new stuff coming in here for you, something new that is worth fighting for in your life, as you're really walking away from something that you've started to show a lot of disinterest in. All right, Leo, of course, take it how it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but that's what I got in store here for you. So we finished up the fire, we did the water, we did the earth. We're going to go on into the air signs now in just a sec, and we'll see what we got going on here for the Aquarius, okay? So we're going to tune into Aquarius. But by the way, everybody, thank you for tuning in. I hope you've been doing well. Happy Monday to every single one of you, and I hope you guys are having fun here today. Just giving an update to everybody, letting you all know I will be starting the December reading soon, so that's something to look forward to. So I'll be working on the December reading shortly for those of you guys that have been waiting on those. So just stay tuned and I'll get those messages out as quickly as I can. All right, everybody. So jumping on into our air signs now, let's have a look here at the Aqua baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours? Lindsay Brillhart says, I'm brand new here. Well, congratulations. Welcome in. I hope you're going to enjoy your stay and welcome on into the Soul family for sure. All right, baby. What do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Aqua, let's see what's going on for you. Starting out here with the overall energy, it's going to be the World card. So with the World card coming in here for you, you could be dealing with like a fixed zodiac, like an Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, or possibly a Leo. Looking at your current energy, we do have here the Chariot. Taking a look here at what you're dealing with, we have the Justice in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Eight of Swords. So taking a look here into your next 24 hours, Aquarius, let's see what's in store here for you. So we have here the World card all the way to the Chariot. So this is interesting to me because it kind of gives me the vibe here of you're moving in a new direction, but the direction you're moving into, I don't necessarily feel like it might be one you're ecstatic about, because looking at what you're dealing with here being the Justice reversed represents that things are out of balance. It doesn't represent that things are in balance, right? Because if things were in balance, it would be the Justice upright. So I do feel like you're kind of moving in a direction right now where you feel like it might not be the direction that's totally balanced, that you really enjoy. And I think you have kind of a lot of thoughts about it. I mean, looking at the outcome here being the Eight of Swords here could be worries, it could be fears, it could be, anything, the energy of overthinking, right? So you're kind of nervous about where you're going, is what I feel here for many Aquarians. I kind of want to get some clarification though, because like part of me wants to say you're not going in a bad direction, but I don't want to misguide you. So let me clarify real fast for the Aquarius peeps. So give me some information here about what direction Aquarius is going in with the Chariot, please, so that we can give them a better look. We have here the Magician and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so I like that for you, Aquarius. So let me just point this out here for you. If you're an Aquarius and you feel a little worried and nervous about the direction you're going into, it kind of feels to me here that this is something you've manifested a long time ago. So what's going to end up manifesting for you is exactly where you've wanted to go for a long time. So even if you're nervous about it, it's kind of like the universe is trying to say, don't give yourself the time right now to worry. Don't juggle all this weight. Don't go back and forth wondering if you're making the right choices and decisions. Just know that you're moving into the direction you've wanted to, and that you've been manifesting for a very, very long time. Clarify the Justice in reverse, Empress reversed, and the Star card. Yeah, so where you were previously, Aquarius, universe says you weren't growing there, but now you're moving into exactly where you need to be going, and you will receive growth, because the Star card coming into play here is the card of alignment, meaning that wherever you're going is exactly where you need to be. So I feel that for Aquarians here, you just might be in an energy where life feels a little weird right now, or where your direction feels a little weird right now. You might have a lot of reservations about it. You might be worried. You might be nervous. But I genuinely feel like where you're going is good, So it's somewhere that you've been manifesting, or it's something that you've been manifesting for a long time, but now you're seeing it come into fruition, as above, so below. We put things out into the universe. It doesn't mean they come whenever we want them to. It can come immediately. It can come a couple months, or it can come and manifest a couple years later, There's tons of things in my life personally where I've set an intention to manifest something and it wasn't delivered to me until years later, and then I was like, oh yeah, I manifested that, cool. So it's one of those things, and I think it's going to be good. All right, so I wouldn't worry too much, Aquarius. I feel like universe is trying to tell you, just go with the flow right now. Know that where you're being guided to is exactly where you got to go. All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our first batch of zodiac signs for today. Jumping back on in to the water signs. What do we got going on here for the Scorpio gang? What's cracking, baby? Messages here for the Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Scorpio, we're going to get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got, baby. Hopefully, all is looking well. What do we got going on? Scorpio, overall energy for you is going to be the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So you could be connecting here possibly with an earth sign for some of you. Looking at your current energy, we got here the Page of Wands. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, we do have here the Ace of Wands. And then looking at the outcome here for you, Scorps, is going to be the Hermit in the reverse position. So let's go ahead and talk about it, Scorpio. Right off the bat, you might be dealing with the Virgo, because we do have here the Hermit reverse, so take it how it resonates. But Queen of Pentacles reversed and Page of Wands here, your overall energy to your current. I kind of feel for Scorpios, you're in the space right now where it's like, I'm not thinking too much about protecting myself. I more just want to have fun. And in a way, I think that can kind of be a good thing. I think that if we're way too focused sometimes in making sure that we're protecting ourselves, we could actually be guarding ourselves in more of a toxic manner than a positive one. So Scorpio, I feel like this is the energy of letting your guard down, but it's not like you're letting your guard down with the intention of getting hurt, but you're letting your guard down in the intention of connecting with people, having more fun, letting loose more, instead of being in a space where you're guarding yourself, blocking yourself from everything, even the good stuff, So I think moving into your next 24 hours, you're definitely letting your guard down here, having a little bit more fun. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, you are dealing with the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands here is a card that can talk about creativity, new beginnings, new ideas. So right now, I do feel like there is a lot of new energy you're starting to invest yourself into. I do hear you're getting creative with something though, Scorpio, and I don't know if this is about your work. Some of you guys maybe are starting businesses, or you're getting creative in terms of, doing something that could potentially be a business one day. That could be the case here too. Maybe right now you're currently like investing in a dream and you're not worrying too much about it. You're like, let me just have fun with this dream of mine because I've wanted to do something for so long. Let me have fun with it and let me not worry too much about it. Let me not put too much pressure on myself, you know? So with the outcome here being Hermit reversed, I feel like Hermit reversed here is saying like, for the longest of time, Scorps, you've isolated in a form of protection. You have been in a mode of self-preservation. You've protected yourself, aka restricted yourself from doing things that could potentially cause you harm. And I think you're now just realizing, fuck the harm. At the end of the day, anything can hurt me. Anyone can hurt me. Any situation can hurt me. And if I don't allow myself to just do what I want to do and have fun with life and be present and go with the flow, then am I really truly going to be living, or am I just surviving at that point? Am I truly going to be living, or am I just going to be surviving at that point? And I think when you think about that quote right there, that's incredibly powerful. There's a lot of people in life that are simply surviving, but there's not, you know, a whole lot of people sometimes that are truly living. And I think that life is for the living, life is for the experience, and we don't always need to be in the mode of survival. You know, survival serves its purpose, but living, that's for us, baby, okay? So Scorpio, I love that for you. Moving yourself out of a point of survival, getting back into enjoying life and living, and putting yourself in a perspective where it's like, fuck it, anything can hurt me, so I might as well do what I can to live my best life and be open to all experiences that I can have. All right, Scorpio, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up the water, jumping on into the earth sign, baby. What do we got showing up here for the Capricorn? What do we got going on, baby? Message is here for Team Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Capricorn? Messages here for the Cappy. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Capricorn, we're getting this last shuffle and we're seeing what's in store here for you. So Capricorn, overall energy is going to be the Fool card. So with the Fool card coming into play here for you, you could be connecting possibly with an Aries. Looking at your current energy, we got the Five of Swords reversed, what you're dealing with, Capricorn. We got the World in reverse, and then the outcome for you, Cappy, is going to be the Justice in the reverse position. So let's take a look here and see what's going on for my Capricorn. Coming into your next 24 hours, Fool card here to the Five of Swords reversed. I definitely get a vibe here that you're really interested in letting something go. It does seem to me like it's in terms right now of your past. I know not everybody wants to hear stuff about the past, especially in tarot readings, but that's how the reading's showing up here for me. It's like you want to let go of something here in the past. I just think that ultimately it's not worth your attention anymore. It's not worth your anger anymore, because Five of Swords can definitely be a card that represents resentment. And I think that the more we hold on to resentment and these residual energies of our past, you know, the more that can drag us down and hinder our vibration. So Capricorn, it's like you're getting rid of the emotional residue. And I've often talked about that on my channel, right? The emotional residue that we continue to carry with us even after we've moved past certain situations that we've left behind. So at times, you know, even if we thought we've truly moved on from something, there could still be a little bit more of emotional residue left over. And I see here for you, Capricorn, this is about getting rid of that residue completely and allowing yourself to be immersed in the experience of completely and totally moving on from something in your life. So you want to let go of resentment. You want to let go of emotional residue. You don't want anything hindering or affecting your vibration any longer. That was something that you left behind in the past, and you're getting ready to let it all go. You know, looking at the outcome here being the Justice reversed. Justice reversed here says, my past might not be just, my past may be unjust, but at the end of the day, it is still unfair for me to feel these leftover feelings and emotions that no longer serve me. Okay, so you're recognizing it's not fair for me to still feel the pain of everything that happened in reference to the past. What would be fair would be for me to be free. So with that realization coming in here for you, Capricorns, it's about totally letting go here, letting that emotional residue completely fade away and allowing yourself to detach completely, because that is what would be right and just for you. That freedom is absolutely what you deserve. So Capricorns, definitely see that coming in store here for you. Of course, do take it if it resonates and leave it if it doesn't, baby. All right. So we finished up the earth. We did the water, jumping on into the fire, baby. What do we got going on here for the lowly and amazing Aries gang? What's cracking? What do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be in store here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aries. Aries, you guys are showing up very quick today, so let's go ahead and get this last shuffle, and we'll see what's going on here for you. Hopefully all is well. Aries, overall energy for you is going to be the Seven of Pentacles, so you could be connecting here with an earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Looking at your current energy, we got the Five of Cups. Looking at what you're dealing with, we got the Three of Cups in reverse, and then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Four of Swords. So coming into your next 24 hours, Aries, let's talk about it. Seven of Pentacles here all the way to the Five of Cups. So I think that this is kind of the realization that you've been pretty patient. I feel like this is the energy that you've been pretty patient in reference to like a situation turning around, because looking at what you're dealing with here being the Three of Cups reversed, Three of Cups reversed naturally represents, you know, something that's not really full of joy. So, excuse me, I feel like you have been very patient here, Aries, hoping that a unjoyous situation would turn itself around. And I think that moving into your next 24 hours, Five of Cups being the current energy for you, it's like, I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed that something here hasn't turned around or that something here hasn't changed. And I'm not sure if this is like, I was hoping that me and my lover, you know, I was hoping that we could change, our relationship could get better if it's been in a rough place. Maybe you were hoping somebody specifically could change if they have been not a joy to be around personally. So it's kind of like you were just hoping that something would turn around ultimately, right? And with the outcome here being the Four of Swords reversed, you know, Four of Swords reversed here is you now realizing, like, I have been invested in this situation for so long, hoping and waiting for something to turn around, but considering that it hasn't happened yet, when is it ever going to happen is kind of the realization you're having. And I always tell people, man, waiting is the worst thing you can do for yourself, because the more that we continue to wait within our lives, the more we put ourselves in a stagnant position. And often things don't change unless they want to, right? For example, people don't change unless they personally want to change. It doesn't matter how much we would desire them to. They are the person, and it's their duty essentially. Like, they are the people that are supposed to change if it's what they want to or if they're up to it. So that's what I see coming in store here for you. Moving into your next 24 hours, Aries, it's like this realization, like, I'm just disappointed with the way that things have turned out. I've been very patient. I waited as long as I can, Seven of Pentacles, in hopes that a situation can turn itself around, but it hasn't. And I think that this is where you realize it's my time right now to no longer keep waiting in hopes that things will change, but instead to come into a place of acceptance for the fact that this is how it is right now. And I think that the idea of acceptance is so important, because a lot of people have a difficult time in life. And I'm not saying you have a difficult time, Aries. I'm just saying in a general way, a lot of people in life have a difficult time sometimes accepting things for the way they are in the moment, right? So if this is how it is right now, this is how it is right now. And even though we want it to be differently, what we want and desire differs from the reality of the situation. And the more that we can hone in life, the more we can hone in on the way things are in the present moment, and the more accepting of a situation we can become, the more we're going to put ourselves in perspectives where we're not being stagnant, waiting, hoping for things to turn around. It's always best to look at a situation for what it is and do what you got to do depending on what that situation is, rather than sticking around and being in a place of hope, you know? So just throwing that out there for you guys. It's better for you to just keep it popping, pushing, moving forward and accept it for what it is than to stick around hoping it'll change, because in a way, you know, you're putting yourself in a perspective to continue to get hurt. Right? So just throwing that out there for you, Aries. Of course, do take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But, you know, with as much love and compassion that I'm trying to put into this message, you know, it's a little bit of tough love for sure, but it's like, don't wait around right now for nobody, you know? If they wanted to change, or if the situation would have changed, it would have happened by now. You know? All right, Aries, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did all the fire, we did the water, we did the earth sign as well. Jumping on into the air sign, baby. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Libra gang. What do we got going on, baby? Messages here for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Oh, by the way, Vanessa, how's it going? Thank you for tuning in. Same with you, Julia. How are you guys? I hope you're doing well. All right, what information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours? All right, Team Libra, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. What do we got going on for the Libra gang? Libra, overall energy for you is going to be here the Seven of Wands. So you might be dealing with a fire sign here for a few of you. Having a look at your current energy, we do have the Two of Swords, looking at what you're dealing with, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Nine of Wands in the reverse position. So let's see what's going on here for the Libra gang. So Libra, coming into your next 24, Seven of Wands here to the Two of Swords. This is a choice that you're making here. So there's a conscious choice right now to restrict yourself from a situation. Seven of Wands is kind of the card of like blocking something. So I definitely feel here for you, Libra, you're blocking something right now or restricting yourself from something. Having a look at what you're dealing with here being the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Wheel of Fortune reversed here is a card that represents something not turning in your favor. So there could be an event of misfortune happening. There could be something unfortunate happening here at this time. And it's like, I don't want that energy clinged to me, attached to me, around me. So you're pushing away some sort of unfortunate situation or misfortune in general. So I definitely feel like you're isolating yourself or blocking something from you. Looking at the outcome here for you, Nine of Wands reversed. Nine of Wands in the reverse position here is a card that represents letting something go instead of holding on to it. So I think for you, Libra, if a person is in a bad space or if they're in a space where they're bringing in energy that you genuinely don't like, this is probably the vibe of restricting yourself from allowing that person to be within your energy. This could be the energy of pushing away toxic people in your life, pushing away toxic situations that are currently happening. It's like, I want to make sure that I'm in a good place vibrationally, and I want to make sure the energy in my surroundings are as best as they can be. So anything right now that's going to fuck with my vibration is what's not going to be allowed in my energetic field. I feel like Libras are taking it very seriously, who you're choosing to surround yourself with, where you're choosing to put your energy and make, certain where you want to invest your energy or what you want to invest your energy into. So you're making these very conscious choices right now at this time to restrict yourself in a way that is going to make sure that you continue to maintain high vibrational energy. Okay. So I like that for you. There's nothing wrong with that. You always got to do what you got to do to make sure that you're focusing up on keeping yourself happy and keeping your vibration as best as you can. Period. So Libra, definitely don't disagree with you here. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, Vanessa says always, and I hope you are as well. For sure. I'm definitely doing well. Thank you, Vanessa, and I hope as all is well with you too. Really, really appreciate it. Felix says Virgo. Don't worry, Virgo's coming soon, Felix. It'll be coming up shortly, right after the water signs. But yeah, man. As always, guys, I always want to let you know. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you all so much for tuning in. Hope you've been having a good time here so far today. For the 177 viewers in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate you guys. I'm so happy. In comparison to last week I felt like crap. Okay, and I know a lot of you guys saw it, and it wasn't a good time. I did my best to like work last week, but like whatever I had, because I did like 3 COVID tests. I didn't have COVID. I had something that was going around though. Like it felt viral. It wasn't the cold, or it could have been a cold. I think that's what it was. It wasn't the flu either. But last week, I felt like crap. I'm so happy to come into this week not dealing with what I was dealing with last week, okay? So it feels so good to be on live right now, being able to breathe well, feeling good, speaking a lot better, and just I'm so happy to be here. You guys have no idea, especially feeling the way I'm feeling. Hey, Virgo Beauty 1111, how are you? Thank you for tuning in. Fawn says, I'm glad you're feeling better. Thank you, Fawn. I appreciate that a lot. I really, really do. RSV crap. What is that, Vanessa? I haven't heard of that. Marlene says, Aunt, you're amazing. Marlene, my love. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. You're amazing as well, dude. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you. Immune boost, Doorway to Phantom says, took that 4 swords break. You're not the only one. Energetic draining. For sure, man. I needed that break low key because I took the break on Tuesday last week. I didn't do a daily. I didn't work at all actually Tuesday. Or no, I did. I did 2 videos for monthly, but I didn't do the daily read. But then also having like Thanksgiving and having a break on Thanksgiving and just not like working in general, like I needed that reset for the weekend for sure. Like I feel good and ready to work. Sorry if I'm chatting with you guys right now. There's 4 more signs to get to. We'll get to it. I'm just taking a quick break, chatting it up with y'all, and catching a vibe because I miss talking to you guys. I really do. We're happy you're here as well. Thank you, Vanessa. Last week was rough. Tinta says she was sick with a cold, and better too this week. Yeah, I'm happy to hear that for you. You sound better for sure. Thank you, Eclipse. Appreciate that. Nadia, I'm sorry to hear that. It gets better, dude. I had COVID. So I had COVID in 2021, which was like the worst time to get it because I never had it before at that moment in time. And I had a fever for 11 days consistently. I could not stay awake. I was incredibly lethargic. I would end up sleeping at 7 p.m. and then I'd wake up at 6 a.m. every day because I felt that shitty. I felt like I was hit by a truck when I had COVID and I could not breathe either. Like breathing was really, really hard. So it takes some time, but yeah. Vanessa said it's all over the place and super contagious. Oh God. All right, I gotta look that shit up for sure. Yeah, actually that sounds what you're saying. The now you said it, like respiratory sync, however the fuck you say that virus. Yeah, that sounds like it because I felt like I had an upper respiratory infection. I'm gonna check that out. Nadia says best reader out here, miss your live. Thank you, Nadia. I appreciate that, guys. I know there's tons of readers on the platform now. Like you guys have so many people to watch, and I'm just grateful that any of you are here watching me, man, because there's so many really good fucking readers out here, dude. Some that I definitely would say are a lot better than me, so like I really appreciate you guys. Stomach bug going around. Yeah, I love your chat breaks. They need to happen more. Thanks, Marlene. Yeah, I like chatting with y'all, baby. I really do. Virgo Beauty says, all my children are sick with headaches and a cold. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's also like the winter time, you know, like the more that we get closer to like winter and just, you know, it's a time where it's just very easy with the air, with the change of the weather, to get sick. Iman says, bring back the late night hang. I actually did one last week, dude. I did a late night hang last week. A lot of people didn't know about it because, you know, YouTube just does not shoot out my notifications. Unfortunately, I don't know why. So a lot of people didn't see the late night hang. We had like 150 people, I think, that came in though. It was super fun. I'm going to do another late night hang probably this week though, because it was hella fun to do. It was hella fun. It's been a long time. For sure. We love you, Aaron, because you're so supportive. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I do my best, man. You guys are supportive of me. I'm always going to be supportive of you. You've been coughing for weeks. That was me leading up until when I got sick last week. I was coughing so much. I'm just glad to feel good right now. Knock on wood, it stays that way. You know, it is that time of the year, Mike H, for sure. YouTube been down bad. It has been down bad. It has for sure. Doria to Phantom says, if you can, incense, Palo Santo, sandalwood, sage, before and during, after you're sick. Yeah, I really need a sage, guys. I do. I haven't saged for a while because it's one of these things, like you live in an apartment, you know, so you don't want to disturb neighbors. That's one thing. But most of them, my neighbors are very, very nice and kind people. They wouldn't really care. But at the same time, too, then you got to clean up because then you have all the residue and you got to vacuum. So on my part, I haven't saged because I've been lazy, but I really do need to sage because there's been energy that people have been trying to cast at me for a while. I've had a very intense 2022, and it's not that the year itself was bad. I've had a lot of blessings this year personally, but I've had a lot of negative energy thrown my way that I've had to deal with, and it's manifested a lot in my life, and there's a lot of cleansing that I need to do for sure. There's a lot more. I should have been more focused on a lot more protection, I want to say, for sure. There's a new hack: onion water, let it sit for like 10 hours, drink it, bam, better. Interesting. I gotta look into that too. Shit. Rachel says, you're the only reader that stuck with me for the last 5 years. All the love to you too, man. Thank you for always sticking it through. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. Excuse me, guys. Oh man, we have like 200 people in here. Thank you guys. Appreciate you tuning in. I'll sage for you right now while you read. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot, man. Thank you guys so much. Poppy has a live just started. It has not. I'm taking a break. It's actually, I've been chatting. I'm having like diarrhea of the mouth right now. I'm talking a lot. I've been chatting. We got 4 more signs to do. I'm going to get to them shortly though. Shortly. How did I stop the coughing? I had a lot of tea. And a lot of honey. So anything you can drink hot is really your best friend. I like lemon zinger tea, so I had that, and I had a shit ton of honey. I also heard though there was like a TikTok hack. It's like you can pour yourself a glass of whiskey and then put some honey in there, and you'll be feeling good too. You know, I got a bottle of JMO, and I haven't. Like Jameson's my favorite, man. I haven't had Jameson in a while. I was thinking about doing that too. I didn't end up doing it because I was taking medication, so I'm never gonna drink with medication. But for those of you that do like partaking in any sort of whiskey, you can try whiskey with a lot of honey, and it should definitely help there with the cough for sure. You woke up to a rainbow this morning. That's what's up, dude. Rainbows are so fun to see, man. I love that shit. Has Cancer reading been done? Yes, Cancer hasn't been done, has it? Nope, Cancer's actually coming up. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Lemon Zinger's your favorite, and whiskey too. Yeah, Vanessa. You know what it is, baby. You know what it is. You'll try it. You can't with the coughing anymore. For sure. Try Mucinex too. I'm not a doctor, so I don't want to recommend things. Like, that's why I don't do health readings either, guys, because I don't take my health advice. You can try it. Consult with your doctor first is what I would say. I like Mucinex usually when I have anything upper respiratory or a cold, because what Mucinex will do is it'll suppress the cough, but they have also Mucinex that's like all in one. So it's a fever reducer. It'll reduce your cough. It'll take away muscle pain, body pain. And what it does is it really thins the line of mucus that's in your throat, so that when you wake up in the morning, you instantly are like, oh shit, I need to blow my nose. And then you blow your nose and you get all of it out. So that also helps, reduce your coughing. So really try to do your best to like blow your nose as often as you can. But if you do take Mucinex, it's over the counter medication. Consult your doctor first is what I would say. But by taking that medication, it helps thin the line, and then you can blow it all out. You'll be feeling a lot better for sure. Sage Lit as you go. Thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. Really, really do. Thank you so much. All right, guys. I'm not going to keep on chatting with you. I know you guys like it, though. It was fun to talk. Don't worry. I'm going to do a late night hang, I think, this week. But getting back on into our water signs now, okay? I believe we're in Cancer. Yeah, we did Pisces first. We did Scorpio. We're going to hop on into the Cancer, and we'll see what we got going on. Marlene says, I love this, Aunt, and I appreciate and love you very much for everything that you do, and all these amazing people that are here because of you. Is the best fam on YouTube, and I love you all. Thank you. Appreciate that, my love. Thank you so much, man. You can't get Mucinex in Canada. You can't get the same Mucinex in Canada as in the States. So whenever I visit, I can buy it there for sure. Yeah, for sure. Alrighty, guys, we're going to go ahead and move forward, though, now and see what we got going on here for the Cancer. So let's see what's up, baby. What do we got going on here for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Cancer, let's get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Overall energy for you is going to be the Hangman in reverse, so you could be connecting possibly with a Pisces for a few of you. Having a look at your current energy, we have the Death in reverse, looking at what it is you're dealing with. We have the King of Swords in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you, Cancerian, is going to be the Temperance in the reverse position. So let's see what's in store here for you. Coming into your next 24 hours, Cancer, we have the Hangman reversed here to the Death in reverse. So this is Scorpio energy to Pisces energy. I definitely feel here for many of you, you're in the process right now of trying to release something, but you also feel like you can't release something, Cancer. So it's like, I feel stuck. I'm trying to let something go, but I just can't feel like, I feel like I just can't let it go. So you're kind of caught up right now in a rock and a hard place in reference to releasing something, looking at what you're dealing with. King of Swords reversed. You're really letting down the boundaries. I feel like this is the vibe, Cancer, of you've been connecting with yourself more emotionally lately. You've definitely been investing and analyzing how you've been feeling more and more lately. You've been going deep. You've been doing healing. You've been doing the work, the 9 yard, for sure. But it's hard to just let something go. Maybe what you're holding on to is a negative thought, a negative mindset. Maybe you're holding on to something isn't good for you, but for some reason it's just so difficult to let go of. It happens, I think that I've definitely been in a lot of positions in my life where even though I knew the way I was thinking wasn't helpful, or the mindset I had wasn't positive for me at all, I just had that feeling like I couldn't let it go. I just had that feeling like, I don't know, I'm stuck. I'm holding on to this, And what I had to learn in situations like that is you just have to let it go. It's as simple as that. Imagine, this is what I love. This is a quote, by the way, from Aaron Doughty. For those of you that know me, love Aaron Doughty. Really, really fantastic guy. Go check him out. He said, imagine holding a hot coal. What would be your immediate physical response to holding a hot coal? Holy fuck, this burns. You're going to drop it. Imagine that the same way with your thoughts. Imagine you see a thought, it's affecting you. It has a bad impact on you, just like a hot coal has a bad impact on you physically. Just let it go. And I know that it sounds a lot harder, or it sounds easier than it is. I get it. But it is one of those things that we have to do in those moments and times when we acknowledge that what we're doing is harmful to us. We need to stop it. Even if we feel like we can't, we have to just say, you know what? I'm done with it, right? So let's say you're thinking negatively, or let's say you're doing something that's negatively hurting you. You just gotta stop. You just gotta let it go. I know it sounds a lot easier than what it really is, but I promise you, by just getting yourself in that position where you say, you know what, I'm just going to let it go, it really truly does help. Looking at the outcome here for you, Cancer, Temperance in reverse. Temperance in reverse here says, right now on an emotional level, you're dealing with a lot, you're experiencing a lot, and you just feel very frustrated because there's a lot of things you want to release that you have a difficult time doing so. The best thing I can tell you, Cancer, is you just got to let it go. Maybe that holding on to somebody right now isn't the best thing for you because maybe that person broke up with you, and maybe that moving on is the better option. Yeah, I know it's hard to let go, but if you were to do it, you'd feel better. Maybe right now, that this certain mindset you've been having has been creating a lot of negativity in your life. And if you know that it's not helpful for you, then continue to not hold on to that mindset, but instead replace it with something else. I would say a good thing, Cancer, would be to reinforce positive reinforcement into your life. For those of you that are not sure or are not aware, of what positive reinforcement is when you become aware of anything that you're negatively invested in, and you transform that energy, you transmute that energy into positive energy. So for example, let's say I have a negative thought about myself, and I'm like, oh, I think to myself, I'm ugly. I would stop myself immediately and I would say, you know what, but I'm not ugly though. I'm actually very beautiful. I'm actually a very handsome man. I'm actually an individual who is very beautiful. Okay. So I would start to take that negative thought the moment I became aware of it and turn it around into something that's positive. And the more that we keep on reinforcing positivity, is the more that we're going to get ourselves out of those negative habits and negative situations overall. So definitely bring forth positive reinforcement into your life, Cancer. It's really, really going to help you out for sure. Okay? All right, Cancer, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up all of the water signs for today's daily reading. Jumping on in to the earth sign. Let's have a look here at the Virgo, baby. Messages here for Team Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? Taking a look here at the last and final shuffle. We'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully, all is well. Virgo, overall energy for you is going to be a Two of Wands in reverse. Looking at your current energy, we have the Knight of Swords, what you're dealing with, Ace of Wands in reverse, and then your outcome here is going to be the Empress. Okay, so let's see what's going on here for the Virgo gang. Starting out here with the overall energy for you, Two of Wands in the reverse position to the Knight of Swords. I definitely feel for many of you, you're kind of coming into a final decision that you need to speak up about something, is what it looks like here to me. So for you, Virgo, it's like, I need to talk about something, I need to communicate, and I need to do it now. In your next 24 hours, there's something that you got to get off your chest, or there's something that you got to say, is what it feels like to me, because I'm feeling that very like uppity energy of like, I need to do it, I need to say this, I need to talk about something. So there's something here you got to get off your chest. Looking at what you're dealing with, Ace of Wands reversed. This could mean that maybe you don't want a fresh start, because Ace of Wands reversed could represent a lack of a new start, a lack of a fresh start, a lack of wanting to go through with an idea, a lack of wanting to go through with something. It's like, I feel like you were going to do something, now you don't want to do it. Maybe somebody offered you a job, you were interested at first, now you're not. Maybe somebody wanted to get married, you were interested, now you're not. Maybe you're getting cold feet. Maybe somebody here wanted to, take you somewhere, you thought about it, never mind. Someone made plans, never mind. It could be something simple like that too. The thing is for you is that I think you're realizing you're outgrowing something, Virgo. And the old version of you definitely wanted whatever was presented to you, but who you are becoming right now, it doesn't suit or fit in your vibrational resonance. And with the outcome here being the Empress card is that card of growth. It is that card of transformation. It is that card of outgrowing some sort of situation in your life. So I think for many Virgos, it's like what you need to communicate here in your next 24 hours is that you can't go through with something because it's just not something that's meant for you anymore. It's not something that resonates with who you were. Or it resonates with who you were, but it doesn't resonate with who you are now and who you're continuing to become. So I think that that's what it looks like here to me ultimately for you. And things here are changing because you as a person are indeed changing, Virgo. So of course, Take it how it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. A little bit of a different reading for sure. Not sure how many Virgos it'll resonate to, but that's what I do have in store here for you. All right. All right, Virgo. Interesting stuff. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up all the earth signs. We did all of the water signs, jumping on into the fire, baby. Let's see what we got going on here for the Sagittarius. What do we got going on? Message is here for Saggy. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Saggy, we're getting this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Sagittarian, overall energy for you is going to be the Ten of Swords. Having a look here at your current energy, we do have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have the Ace of Wands reversed coming out, and then looking at the outcome for you, we do have here the Eight of Pentacles. So Sagittarius, coming into your next 24 hours, Ten of Swords here to the Ace of Cups in reversed. I do get the feeling here that you're not happy, like you're not loving something right now, and that's really pushing you to want to end something overall, because the overall energy is the Ten of Swords. You know, looking at what you're dealing with here, Ace of Wands reversed, this could represent a lack of passion. It could represent a lack of interest. I think right now, you know that you want to work on something else, looking at the outcome being the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is like, I want to work on something else. I want to invest my energy into something else. There's something else I'd rather be doing than what I'm doing right now. Maybe this is the energy of daydreaming at your job. Yeah, you'd rather be doing what you're daydreaming about than being at your job, you know? Maybe you're thinking about somebody else when you're with somebody. Maybe you're thinking about, you know, doing something different than what you're doing. I think it's important in life to always pay attention to your daydreams, and your daydreams really, really tell you a lot. You know, if you're daydreaming about something, that usually tends to mean that you're not happy where you're currently at, or you're not enjoying what's right in front of you. Otherwise, you know, why would you be daydreaming about being somewhere else? So if you're getting those daydreamy vibes, Sagittarian, I think it's time to start shifting your focus and start working towards what it is you actually want. And I think right now, this is the sign you needed. You know, I think this is a way of the universe telling you, with all these daydreams coming in, it's time to make those decisions to work towards those, because that's where you want to be, and you absolutely deserve to be where you want to be rather than being in a place you don't want to be in the first place, right? So that's what I see in store here for you, Saggy. Take it how it resonates, of course, leave it if it doesn't, but move yourself out right now of any situations in your life that you're just not enjoying, that you're not happy with, that you're not fulfilled with, because we have a life that was meant to be lived with fulfillment, okay? At the end of the day, who knows who got what right? Who knows if Catholics were right, if, you know, Buddhists are correct about what happens when we die? No one fucking knows. I can die and become a tree. You know, for me personally, I believe that after death, you know, I believe in reincarnation. I also believe in not reincarnating. Maybe you can become a spirit guide. We all have our own beliefs, right? Of God and of what happens when we die. Maybe you're an atheist. That's cool too. At the end of the day, no one knows what's going to happen until we meet death. Then we'll know what happens after life. But what I know is that life is meant for the living. And if we're doing anything right now that isn't making us happy, that isn't making us fulfilled, that is not truly in resonance with who we are and what we want and what we desire, why bother? Why waste time, right? So enjoy the life you have in front of you. Make that your focus. Be present to it. But most importantly, continue working on where you want to be. Okay? All right, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, coming through like a zoo, baby. You know I always love saying that name. Thank you for the $4.99. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you for your donation. All right? All right, guys. So we finished up all of the water. We did all of the air, or all the earth. We did all the fire. Jumping on to the last but not least zodiac sign for today. Let's see what we got going on here for the Gemini. What do we got going on, baby? Message is here for Team Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my Gemini gang, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. All right, hold on one second, Gemini. Alrighty, let's see what's in store here for you. Starting out with the overall energy is going to be the Nine of Cups. So you could be connecting here possibly with a water sign like a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Looking at your current energy, we got the Ten of Swords. Looking at what you're dealing with, we got the King of Swords reversed. And then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Death in the reverse position. Okay. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. So Gemini, coming into your next 24 hours, Nine of Cups here to the Ten of Swords. I think you're kind of happy right now when it comes towards, I don't even think necessarily Ten of Wands in this situation is 100% representing an ending, because Ten of Swords can be betrayal, right? I think this is the energy of being happy that God showed you somebody's true colors. You know, you're happy that you got to see the deceit or the betrayal of another person in your life, because that allowed you to see somebody's true colors. That's what I think it really comes down to here for you, Gemini. And you know what? I don't think you're upset either that you let down your guard looking at what you're dealing with, King of Swords reversed, because if you would have kept your guard up, sure, maybe you would have been protected. Maybe you would have avoided some sort of deceit, but at the same time, having your guard down is what lets you see who people truly are behind the mask. You know, eventually people will always tell you who they are, no matter how long they try to mask their true selves and their true nature. People will always reveal them, their true selves to you as time goes on. So Gemini, I don't even think you're in a position of time right now where you're unhappy or where you're mad or where you're upset. It's like, I'm genuinely grateful and happy that I got to see who somebody truly was behind the mask. I got to see somebody's betrayal. I got to see exactly who they were, because now I know that that's not the right person for me. Now I know that's the person not to fuck with. Now I know that that's the person that's not meant to be within my resonance, point blank, motherfucking period, Looking at the outcome here for you, Gemini, is going to be the Death in reverse. Death in reverse here says, after going through this situation, it's not going to be something that I'm going to allow it to change me, okay? Sometimes when people get hurt, when people get screwed over, when people get fucked over, they let those situations change them. Gemini, you're saying, no, I'm not letting this situation change me in the slightest a bit. I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to be who the heck I am. I'm still going to love myself to the fullest. And at the end of the day, I'm just going to keep on being in a space and time where I'm as open as I can be, as vulnerable as I can be, because I want to get to know who people truly are, and I want to see if people are truly for me or if they aren't for me. So I'd rather spend my life not having these boundaries up or not having these walls up, but instead being vulnerable, because it lets me see who people exactly are. All right, Gemini, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, I did see a comment about somebody who was saying that Geminis aren't genuine. Guys, at the end of the day, bro, your experience with a zodiac sign doesn't go for the entire zodiac sign in general. You got to think of it that way, okay? At the end of the day, you were dealing with somebody who was just a sun sign, right? And you were like, okay, they're a Gemini sun. You don't know their whole chart, Everybody has all the zodiac signs within them. So, that person might not have been a genuine person, but you can't blame the zodiac sign. That's one thing with me that I never will resonate with. I might have had a bad experience with this particular sign, but it doesn't make me dislike the particular sign overall, right? Everybody has tons of signs within them. Everybody's chart's different. If you had a person that you didn't have a genuine experience with, that's the person and that's the experience you had with them, but you can't blame the zodiac sign. You just can't. All right. By the way, Marlene, thank you for the 99-cent donation, and thank you for the 149. Appreciate it, Marlene. Thank you, my love. Thank you so much. All right, everybody, though, with that all being said, guys, thank you all so much for coming out to the daily reading, baby. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic time. If so, do let me know down in the comments down below. Shout out to the people that come out Monday through Friday. Thank you for your love, everybody. Thank you for your support. It's super duper appreciated. I hope you guys have been having yourselves a fantastic time. For anybody who's interested in my Twitter and Instagram, you can check it above me, man. It's right up here. So if you guys want to check it out, definitely feel free to. Of course, though, all of my social medias are in the description box of every YouTube video that I post. So do remember that, y'all. If you ever want to make sure that you're following the right social media that I have, if you guys want to make sure that you're following, or if you want to follow any of my social medias, just check the description of all my videos. You'll see all the socials that I have if you're interested in checking those out. What did I want to mention today? We finished, by the way, all the mid-months. I know they were super late, but better late than never. I was sick, so everything was delayed like nonstop. So all the mid-months are out. If you haven't seen your mid-month reading yet for mid-November, I'm going to start this week the December reading, so stay tuned for that. Those are going to get worked on. So December reading should roll out this week for everybody, so definitely stay tuned for that. I'll probably do a Book of Answers check-in next week, if anything. So Book of Answers check-in will come in soon too. And then there's probably some other videos I'm going to do shortly. I do want to get my background. I want to spruce it up a bit. I've had a lot of ideas of what I want to do to change it. Of course, with Christmas coming soon, I want to make it a lot more Christmassy. So I'm going to do some stuff like that for you guys. Change up the set a little bit. There's a shelf I want to go buy. There's a lot of things I want to do to update my office. So I just want to let everybody know that's in the works. There's a couple things I want to do to change up my background and make it cool. Definitely a lot of Christmas decorating I want to do too. So stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, I think that's it in terms of updates. I don't really think there's much more to talk about, yeah, I think that's it. So we'll be getting December readings done shortly. Stay tuned for that. And yeah, of course, if you're new here and you fuck with the channel and you fuck with the vibes, come on down and subscribe. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. I would greatly appreciate it and be more than happy to welcome you into the Soul family here. For everybody who sent in donations today, guys, seriously, thank you for that. It really does help out a lot more than you all know. So I really appreciate anybody who did send in donations today. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your support and for your love. And yeah, with that being said, y'all, today's daily was really fun. I had a really fun time, man. I hope you guys did too. It was actually really fun to chat with y'all and to just be in here. The energy and the vibe today is really good. So happy Moon Day to everybody. Mondays are ruled by the moon. Happy Moon Day to you all. And I will catch everybody in the next video. Okay. All right, y'all. Happy Monday. Much love to the Soul family. And guys, take care and have yourselves a good one. Later, y'all. And peace.